thing for rocks ever since I was a child. They just stir the imagination. Now that I've traveled a lot of life's journey, I get a lot more time to go out and explore, hike, crawl around in the rocks, and sometimes I even collect them. I like to cut them and polish them. When I'm out there, it's like I'm with my friends, old comrades. And I start to become that child that first discovered rocks. Sometimes against my better judgment. Yeah, I just want to tell you about how I feel about these rocks today. So this isn't really a hike per se. This is just a chance to maybe wax a little poetical about memories I have. Things I think you'll relate to. Yeah, today is about these guys. Come on and join me. There's something about rocks. They speak to me in silent whispers. And I wonder, what have they witnessed in the past? The distant past? The prehistoric past? I explore like a puppy scrambles and plays on its sleeping mother. I crawl, slide, and jump. The rocks demand nothing of me. They only offer what I experience, and I do experience the wind through the rocks, the music of my footsteps, step, step, gravel, sand, rock, step, hop, stop, step. I smell the creosote bushes after the rain. A small rock slide crumbles on when I disturb it. Desert varnish, chipped away, disturbed by human hands, ancient images, the magical work of a shaman. The rocks are warm and rough, or cool and smooth, or crumble when dropped. A pack rat hides its stash under an overhang. Coral bells have somehow made a home in a rock crevice 20 feet above me. A small waterfall patiently and gently polishes an algae-covered granite cliff face. A fallen tree leans against a boulder as tall as itself, pretending it's okay. And I crawl, slide, and jump. There's something up there on the rock. Must investigate. At the top of the rock I stand, still. I can see for miles and miles. In the distance, are those clouds that look like mountains? Or mountains that look like clouds? I hike a slot canyon, multi-toned red rock. Walls so narrow I have to walk sideways. Shaped by wild rushing water that scoured and sculpted its way to the valley floor, the walls are smooth, voluptuous, rhythmic, a fantasy. Always, the rocks tell me not to worry. I am small in time. My problems are only flickers. The rocks are wise. They also speak of heat, extreme heat, and how they were once liquid, how with a roar they flew to distant places or flowed down great mountains and across wide valleys. They tell of deep freezes and hot thaws that divided them. From one came many. In a cave, I trace the ripples of once molten lava. Under a mountain of rock in another cave, I see great stalactites and stalagmites, imperceptibly growing and shrinking to a syncopated chorus of drip, 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 drip. The rocks speak to me in silent whispers as I crawl, slide, and jump. Can I reach the ledge above? It's so far down to the bottom. Is the rock true and solid, or will it release as I commit to it? The end! My body tells me crawling under rocks like this is a bad idea. My brain tells me crawling under rocks like this is really a bad idea, but I must. I take precautions, and when I've reached the other side, I share my little victory with the rocks. The exploration, the hike, the adventure always winds down, and it's always over too soon. My van, my home, calls to me and says, "Come on in and sit down. Take off your shoes and let's talk rocks."